Curiosity, right? Now, I
Curiosity,
mean,
yeah.
that's a big one too, because obviously your clients always give you the full picture before you service them. Do they usually give you the full picture? No, not a whole lot, not all the time, right? And so if we're working to come from curiosity, what does that mean that we're doing? Asking questions. Absolutely, we're asking questions, we're digging in deeper, and we're seeking to understand. And so the big thing that we want to make sure that we're understanding is coming from curiosity. Right? And it's in multiple areas of our world in KW. And because here's the thing, we don't get paid off of assumptions. Anybody ever, think a client was going to do something and assume that they were going to do something and then they didn't? And maybe we put our hopes up and we're thinking, hey, that's our client, they're ready to work with us, et cetera, et cetera. And then all of a sudden we find out they have another agent. I assume that they're going to work with me. We get our hopes up. So that's why we want to always ask questions, come from curiosity and come from clarity, because that's a big thing about how we make sure that we're running our business the best way possible. So what else? What else stands out to you about this chart? Who has one?
Teamwork.
Teamwork. Tell me more.
Well, I believe that a lot of us try to put the burden on work or expectations as opposed to reaching out to others where you need help and support.
Yeah, right. You don't have to do it all by yourself.
Right.
And making sure that we have the right people in the right place to help us show up the best way possible. We're going to talk a lot about that today. Is utilizing the teamwork and the leverage systems that we've been working to put together. One more. What else stands out? Talking about belief systems. What else stands out?
The trust starts with honesty.
Ooh, that's a good one. Tell me more.
Well, I try to win my customers' trust from the very beginning. Yes. Yeah. And if you do not have the trust from the very beginning, it's really hard to work. Yeah. They have to trust your capability and your professionalism and your communication skills. And sometimes, a lot of times that we're talking about almost $2 million deal. Really, it's definitely the need to trust to work out.
That's so big. I mean, would you work with anyone on a high ticket item such as real estate, whether it be a car or whether anything else? And would you work with that person openly and give them the ability to really transact on your behalf as a fiduciary or anything else if you don't trust them? Yeah, and so how do we earn trust in our business and how we show with our clients? Because are our clients just going to trust us from the very beginning? No. What do you think?
No.
No? What do we have to do then? What do we have to do if we're going to earn the trust to have someone work with us on their largest investment or largest purchase? What do we need to do?
Not to provide service.
A part of that service, could that be education? Raise your hand if you believe that real estate sales is about educating your clients. Now, I want you to do an internal check, and how am I doing at that? How am I doing at making sure that I'm educating my people at the highest level possible? Because at any time that you push, that you get any pushback from your client, I want you to think about something. The question is, what is the level of rapport that I have with this person? Because before you can get the difference between a contact and a contract is the R, the relationship. And how are you at developing that relationship with your clients and having them understand that they can trust you? A lot of times when we go back to making sure we're not getting paid off, we're not just getting how we don't get paid off of assumptions. How many of us maybe rattle off some of the things that we know to our clients? Oh, I'm going to send you the RPA, and after that, you're going to sign the TDS and get the SPQ, and then we'll do more alphabet letter soup at you. So going back to that and making sure that we're communicating and we're educating our people and we're working to develop trust at a high level. And by the way, there's a trust happens on a spectrum. You have high levels of trust and then you have low levels of trust. And you're constantly working to gain the highest level of trust possible. And we all understand that there's no difference in that in our relationship, agent to brokerage. We're constantly working to earn and keep your trust. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, any other thoughts on that before we move on? Quick little opener. I know, we kind of got heavy early. I'm saying, we're bringing it. All right, so one thing that we're gonna be doing is as we go and we meet on a regular basis and we get together, we always wanna lead with gratitude. We always wanna lead with making sure that we're counting our blessings. Is everything 100% peaches and roses and sunshine and rainbows right now? No. Right, because each and every one of you have something going on in your lives that people don't know and may never know. We probably see it, we can maybe sense it, and at the same time, are we focusing on what we don't have and what's going wrong? Or are we focusing on what we do have and what's actually going in our favor? Because what you focus on expands. The more negativity we focus on, that's the more we'll get, versus the more positivity we get or focus on, we'll get more of that. Would y'all agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, any bucket fills? I want to go ahead and fill the buckets for some of these people here. Happy birthday, Mauricio. You're in the room. Happy birthday, Howard. Who else is in here? Lena, happy birthday. Woo. William? Oh, come on. Yes, so did you show up today to this thing? Did you show up today to this thing?
Happy birthday.
Oh, my goodness. All right, and on the count of three, let's go one big happy birthday for everyone in the room. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday! I love that. And thank you for spending your day with us, William. All right, so cake on you later. All right, awesome. Well, thank you for your time here today, and obviously. I'm just going to skip that. You won't find it. All right, I won't be around.
Invisible.
I'll be gone. Don't worry. I'll be somewhere on the beach or something. We'll figure it out. And so happy work anniversary to everyone. Everyone here. All right. So just hello. Andy, Drew, and Alexis. Congratulations for our newcomers. We're adding some more folks to the team. We're going to continue to grow. So when you see them around, obviously welcome them. I think we're working on collecting headshots so we know what they look like. Yeah. All right, so who's that person? We're going to start passing out name tags. I also wanted to welcome some new team members that we've had the opportunity to do partnership with. And so let me look at my setup here. So my big reveal isn't blasted. And plus, we already have, you already know, it's no new news. It's nothing new. So I had the opportunity to partner with this individual back in 2017, 18-ish. I think it was 2018. And first of all, number one, productive agent, right? Number one, he's always been that, productive agent. Number two, culture. Just all around good person, without blowing up their ego, good person, right? Number three, sincere, right? Making sure that wanting to help and seek to understand and all the things that we put up here. So we had an opportunity to partner with this person. And they came in as a productivity coach in the last brokerage we were with in Keller Williams. And we grew it. We grew it well. We were able to support, agents were producing, and we parted ways because I stepped back, and I'll show you some things later on about what we did in that time and whatnot. And so stepped back, made a change, moved here, right? And we had an opportunity to partner again. And so, with that being said, you can't miss him, honestly. The guy, you can't miss the guy. So let's go ahead and welcome Kier McGlory as our Chief Growth Officer and Team Leader. Talking to some agents, been speaking at local and regional events, and it's just been a great addition to my core network of not only friends, partners, and now a great partner to all of you in working to help you grow your business. So here, come on up, man.
All right.
So,
Thank you.
tell us about you, your thoughts, your ideas, why join us in this next venture? You could have done a whole lot of other things, and yet you decided to partner with us, partner with me again.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you guys for the opportunity. So, first things first, Brian and I have a lot of things in common. Number one, we're
You
both.
think? Just kidding.
Wow. Take a step back. As I was saying, Brian and I have a few things in common. Number one, we're both very good looking, as you can tell, right?
I don't know how to take that. My
Right.
wife's in the room, by the way.
Yeah, right. We'll sign that. We'll sign that. Right. Number two, we're both over 6 feet tall. So, yes, that right. And number three, which is most important.
Wait, by the way, you can actually put in on your driver's license how tall you want to be. So I'm just saying, they don't measure you. They don't measure you. When's the last time they did that? So hey, I'm 6'5" on my driver's license. Just saying. I'm just saying. Well, I'm not too far. 6'8". I'll be editing that. I'm renewing my driver's license soon, so I'll be 6'8".
My driver's license, so you can't be 6'5".
Okay.
So you gotta go to 6'8".
All right, back to you, sir.
Yes, yes. And number three, we are both people builders. We definitely have the ability to take a person to the next level. I've been able to do that with Brian for several years. And really coming back to this office and this role, I really feel that it's a great opportunity to take each and every agent's here on another level, as well as bringing in new talent and new agents, and also helping them build and grow and reach another level as well. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity. You guys want to reach me, you can always reach me on phone, email, text, social media, all that stuff. And if you guys don't follow me on social media, follow me on social media, because I do some like funny stuff, and also it can also help you in terms of how to advertise, how to get more engagement, and things like that. So again, I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to support you guys and help you guys grow. So let's do it.
Round of applause. Let's give them a thanks a lot. We also have, we've got another addition to our team, Parvin. Would you like to introduce our new addition? Yeah, you're the new addition. All right, everybody, let's welcome up Parvin, our CFO, Coach Love. Make our way up here. How you doing, Parvin, by the way?
I'm good.
Good?
Very happy.
Happy Thursday to you.
Happy.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I'm always a day ahead.
I'm happy I'm here in this office, obviously, and I said it 100 times already. So knock on wood, really, really having not only fun, and I'm happy, I have fun seeing you guys grow your business. So please come to my office or stop by or email or text or whatever, if I can do anything to improve that. So we are here to help you guys grow your business.
Absolutely.
And because of that, we added another member to our team, which she is very talented, very, very, very techie, which is awesome in this business. We all need to be techie. I'm not, but she's really, really good on talent. And you guys can go to her for any marketing issue, or if you want to have any flyer made or anything to do with computer, you can go to her and ask questions, and she's going to be able to help. Here we go, Miss Brittany, come on in.
What's up, Brittany? What's up? Welcome. I want to embarrass you.
Welcome.
Put your.
I'm so happy that you're here.
There you go. Awesome. So her role is Director of Agent Services. So Brittany, tell us a little bit about yourself and why in the world partner with us here?
So I'm actually coming from hospitality, so I'm entirely new to real estate. I do have an interest in real estate. I'm hoping to eventually get my license. So I
I'll be your
thought.
sponsor.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Okay.
Of course.
So I thought the easiest way to do that would be to start from the inside and learn from the inside out. Because of my background in hospitality, I thought that agent services would be a perfect fit because I'm here to serve you guys. I'm here to help you with any needs that you have, questions. I'm gonna be first in mind if you need assistance with anything. My phone's always on, door's always open, email. I don't know how else it does, okay. So you guys can reach out anytime. And I think that's about it.
All right, nice job. Let's give her some love, round of applause. Welcome to the team. And I'm excited to just share, you know, our leadership team and the folks that you can go to for, you know, any and all of your needs. And the thing that I want to make sure that we understand, and I've been in KW for 14 years, 13 years, right? I've been in the industry for 14 years. And the thing that I want to just make clear is that, you know, as a brokerage, you know, you're pretty much going to be as good as your not only your value proposition, also your executive leadership team. And you know, due to that, it's extremely important. Obviously, it's all about who you're in business with. I no doubt, and I've said this before. I've said this to the team. I've said this to other Keller Williams offices. Hey, I'll put our leadership line up against anyone else in our region and other in Southern California as well. No doubt, because you look at Amy. How many years in KW?
15-ish.
15-ish, you know, you know, give or take 15, 16, right? You see, Harvin, how many years in KW? 13 here. Kier, how many years KW? 3, right? Mark, yeah, more, right? And years in leadership as well. And so when you look at all the different years, there's really, between all of us, there's really nothing that we don't know or nothing that we can't get you access to within this company. And I'm going to show you more about that and what that looks like in regards to opportunities for you. So we're going to share with you an opportunity map for you to be able to take advantage of right here in your backyard, if you will. So bet on red, if you will. Bet on us and test us out. Ask us questions. See what we can do to help you, and everything that we're doing now moving forward is to your benefit. And we're going to be moving a lot more in unison as from what we've ever done in the past. And I can guarantee you that. And there's going to be reasons on why. I'll share that with you in a second. So just giving you a heads up on that. Sandy, how you doing?
Great.
I know there's like Sandy and then Sandy. So Sandy's heart jumped a little bit, right? So there's Sandy and then there's Sandy back there, right? So high five, how you doing?
Hey.
Speaking of another, and by the way, Sandy, how many years have you been in KW?
14? Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying, right? So, and years in the business, we're not gonna talk about that. Right? So we're gonna stop at years of KW. And yet, Chief Advisory Officer here, her job, her goal, her incentive, her focus is to make sure that you keep your license and you're servicing your clients at the highest level possible, because it's about, we were talking about trust, you know, them trusting you with knowing that you know how to do and handle your paperwork. And Sandy's here to help you with all of that as well. So Sandy, what updates do you have for us today?
Well,
Did I give you a high five yet?
hello, I have
Can I give you a high five? I'm gonna high five and give you all people high
nice
five.
to be able to be here in person and be able to see all the smiling faces. Again, I'm Chief Advisory Officer. I've been in the business for over 30 years. And,
She said it, I
didn't. So yes, we're here to help you as well as to keep you safe. So I want to make sure that you're all aware that we've had a massive change with the car forms in June. So
Anybody notice that yet? Anybody notice that yet?
Hopefully you have. If not, please.
That's why she's here.
Please be aware there was 6 new forms added in June and 36 revised forms. That includes your RPA, your RLA, your statewide buyer and seller advisory, your SMCO. So be careful if in zip forms you use a template where you have downloaded and saved those forms, they're no longer good. Just start over because you don't want to be using old forms. We do need to stay with the current forms. They all have the revision dates on the top. so you can see them. Also, the KW checklist has been updated to reflect the new forms. So has the command. So when you upload your files, it will also show the new forms as well. So everything shows you the new revision dates. So be sure when you're using a form that you're using the June 2022 revision date. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to any of us, Marcus and myself, we're happy to help you. But I also wanted to bring you some information on an interesting deed. If you have a situation, either yourself or your client, they don't have a trust and they want to avoid probate, they had a really interesting webinar, and hopefully you guys were able to catch it. If you weren't, I just wanted to make you aware. There's a revocable transfer on death deed. And that would allow for, if you were to put that onto the property, that it actually, if there was no living trust, that property would not go to probate. That's significant. So it's really important that for you, that you're aware of that. If for any reason you haven't been able to get to that, doing your living trust. We all know we kind of push that can down the road, but this is just something quick and easy that you can do, that upon the death, it will go to the beneficiary. So just be aware of that. It's a great marketing piece as well. So if you farm, you could use this flyer. You can get it from the title company. And it's a wonderful tool for you to have, and what a resource that you're bringing to your client, something of value. We're always looking to bring value to our clients, so this is really, really great. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. I'll go ahead after the meeting and have the flyer sent out via email so that you have access to it. And then obviously reach out to the title rep if you have any questions regarding it. But I just wanted to bring it to your attention. Is there any questions for me? Matt?
So what you were saying is we don't need to do the living trust anymore?
No, you still want a living trust because that will protect all of the assets.
Okay.
You know, not except for bank accounts. Bank accounts, you know, you have to have a POA or P, person upon death,
Oh,
POD. So just be aware of that when it comes to bank accounts, but all your other assets, if you don't have a living trust, they go to probate. But this is a solution for the real estate. So, but again, it's revocable. So if you end up having your living trust in place, you could, you know, pull back the revocable, you know, deed that we're talking about here. But that's a good question. Absolutely. And if you need, you know, resources for living trusts as well, just let us know, and we do have that for you. Because it's important to avoid the cost of probate. Probate is so expensive and time consuming. So, any other questions? Okay, all right, thank you so much.
So a couple things, talking about trust and whatnot, hey, Jason, what's up, man? What's going on? Good to see you. Everything good? Thumbs up, man. Good to see you, man. Fusion in the house. Trust, right? So when we had an opportunity to meet for our wealth building conversation dialogue yesterday, and as a group, and we talked about a few things around this segment, if you will, on trust and wealth protection. And one of the things that came out of it is, you know, we don't know enough about trust, not only for ourselves, for our clients. And so we're going to be bringing that in-house here. So with trust class, as well as something that we can also do for our clients and we can participate in as well. So if we were to set up say a wealth protection seminar, would you come and bring your clients as well? Access to a CPA, trust attorney, and life insurance specialist, would you find that valuable? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I got worried for a second. The delay is very, very concerning. So my point is, if that's something that you're okay with, we're going to start looking at that and bringing that in, so that way you can get the head start on the conversation for yourselves, and then we're going to put out a joint event together over the next couple months for you and your clients to participate in. Sound good? Yeah, all right, so now the only thing is, putting an event together, that means you gotta actually talk to your clients and invite them. All right, so that's gonna be something that we're gonna challenge you to do, because there's nothing like having a packed house and having people participate. So, main man Josh, come on up, Josh. Give Josh a round of applause. You're like, who's Josh? All right, well, so obviously you see the cameras, you see the equipment, you see the crews. I'm wearing the wire. Not for the FBI though. So you can talk to me. Tell me what your inner small secret is fine. So Josh, what's going on, man? We got this thing here. Tell us a little your take on it, why it means something for our people to take advantage of. Plus, what are you seeing in the social media space that our people should be taking advantage of?
Yeah, I think a couple of things that are noteworthy, as mentioned before, for those that have seen me or heard me before. I think that if you know anything about video production, what Keller Williams Chino Hills has going on for the office is pretty unique in the sense of cost per video. As it says here, discounted rate, $150 per video, drops down to $100 when you order 4 or more. And right now, what we're really pushing is the vertical video. Right now, organic reach, as most know, right? TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. I mean, that right now, it's easy. You can get anywhere from 1,000 views, 10,000 views. It just, the algorithm is just pushing out. There's the supply and demand is really there. I think what's interesting right now is what I do a lot of is I pay for a lot of coaching in the social media space. Like, I don't pretend to know it all, but what I want to do is speed up the learning curve by spending thousands of dollars for different coaches. Like, I'll give you an example for any of you that know the YouTube space, right? Mr. Beast is the top YouTuber on the platform. Okay, that's like over 200 million subscribers. His coach, charges like $1,000 for 45 minutes to like chat with him. But like for me, right, I invest in things like that because to me, if me being in the business, it makes sense for me to talk to people like that. Like, hey, what is the trends? What are you noticing? What's working as you're on that sphere? So then we can share it. We can pass it down at no cost to those that we work with. And so to bring a little bit of value today, a tip that was given that isn't rocket science, but it really is important to do if you're getting into making content for yourself for the first time, or maybe trying to take it serious, is coming up with buckets of content. So, people, when they go to your channel, it's good to know what can they expect from going to you. So are you going to be the neighborhood expert and really key in on that? Are you going to be a story time, have a story time bucket where you're a storyteller and people are coming for your personality? Are you going to do comedy or humorous things, things of that sort? Really having a recurring, repeatable bucket is good to have. And again, with a program like this, what we're positioning ourselves to do is to be able to help you with that. And so Brian's mentioned it before, we can help with scripts, ideas, do all that. And Brian is bringing the case study himself by producing the content too.
So I wouldn't tell you to do anything that I wouldn't do when I'm not doing, right? So you can see, you go to Big Real Estate Business Network on YouTube. I'm putting out coaching tips to the real estate industry about what it is that you can do to get business today. So it looks a lot better working with Josh than what it was before, right? Now, this is something that I personally haven't started pushing yet. The reason is because I want to build more of a library that folks can utilize, and then we'll all start pushing. So like, this is not, you don't see me advertising it. I'm not putting it anywhere. I'm holding myself accountable by adding more and more content to it. And then once I get personally, and I already have like a library, right? We'll talk about that. However, these are the ones that make it, right? I got a whole nother one I missed it. Ask Josh, I'm a little bit more picky than I should be. So him coaching me on that is just get it out there, right? And it really doesn't matter what you talk about. It's the fact that people see your name and real estate. Your name, real estate. Buy, sell, invest with your name, real estate, right? And so that's what I've come to learn the hard way you'll get to the quality by utilizing the quantity. By the way, if any of you were on my Facebook and we were Facebook friends back in 2016, you would have seen the junk that I was putting up back then. Right, lighting was terrible. I'm like, in the shadow of something. Audio is staticky, hand shaky. However, that's why I started. And my point is with you is you don't have to start that in that manner by just having somebody, a team essentially that can help you start from here and then build, right? And so we were talking about education earlier. What if you had a library of top 3 things on how to get your offer accepted in this market? Top 10 reasons why right now is a great time for you to buy real estate. The most important thing when pricing your house. What if you had a library of content that you built up that you can now display on social media, display on your email marketing drip campaigns, and use in your way of educating your consumer? You get what I'm saying there? So then now what happens is you don't always have to repeat yourself over and over and over and over. Because here's the thing, as an agent and as a veteran in the business, it can get a little mundane saying the same thing over and over and over again. And yet a great way to leverage that is by saying, hey, that's a great question. I actually have several videos that answer that. Here you go, watch a few minutes of this, and then we can have a conversation if I miss anything. Make sense? That's a great way to build your resource hub. Do you have a resource hub for your clients, buyer, seller, investors? And if not, why not? I said this stat before, 73% of sellers are most likely to list with an agent that utilizes video. There's no reason, that's exactly why we're in alignment with that trend. The question is, why aren't we utilizing it at the levels we should? Here's a reality shot. If you had that feeling of, I don't know, I want to be on video, I don't like how I look. You look like you all the time, right? No matter if you're on video or not, be at peace with it. Throw a camera up, record it, and get it out there. The good thing about video is you can do your hair before, right? Right? You can do yourself up before, get some great lighting, and then look great. And you get really cool coverage. That's these guys. By the way, I'm not creating any of that. That's them.
And just one final comment with that to close out on my side is that it really is a service, and me and Brian, when we were thinking of this, is to make it convenient for the office. You come in, you shoot your film, and literally that's it. You walk away and know that in 7 to 10 business days, you're gonna get all the content, you're gonna get the thumbnails. All you literally have to do is upload it. Even if you need help with that, our team can help you with that too.
What you should do with this, at the very minimum, is a monthly newsletter update about the state of the market. Right? Hey, Brian Erhan here, Keller Williams, bringing you your July real estate update. In the city of Chino Hills, we saw that there's this amount of actives, this amount of opens, closed, expires, blah, 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 blah. By the way, if you're like, what am I gonna say? We have scripts. We've got templates that you can use and just share what it is that what you're gonna say. So you don't have to think about it. And the best part is there's a teleprompter. You literally can just read off the screen and you don't have to worry about all the multiple takes that it takes. If you have a teleprompter, you don't have to wing it. Make sense? Yes, ma'am.
I just want to know the 60-second video is for the property or just like Brian, like he's standing there saying something like the YouTube channel.
The 60-second video is for you sharing, like a YouTube channel, newsletter update, market update, top practices, top tips, all that. So you can write your own scripts, or you can use the scripts that we have provided for you through the telephone.
Do you shoot?
No, I'm sorry, go for it.
So how about the property video, like some, if I have the listing, I'd like to hire someone to do the video, like, not like the usual way that, just a little bit creative.
Yeah, so we do that too. Well,
Yeah, no, absolutely. Another service that is offered to the offices, like I said, free photo, virtual tour. This is actually, the photography, drone photography, and also the 3D Matterport where you can navigate online through the house. And of course, for those that may have luxury listings or maybe just want a video, an actual video as well, right? That is and we'll have to talk about that offline, or maybe but I know there's an additional cost for that. But I know for the photos in the Matterport, that's free for the office.
what's the additional cost for the video? I don't need the virtual, I just need the video.
It depends on the square footage of the project. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's why you guys talk them offline.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Great stuff. All right. Cool. Questions? Is this valuable? Oh, Mauricio.
The $100 fee is for 4 times a month.
One more time.
The $100 fee.
Oh, 100, if you order 4 or more videos, so as an example, let's just say you came today and you said, oh, I wanna make 4 videos, okay? Cause my plan is to be here once a month, and so you can schedule a session and say, hey, I wanna order 4, 5, 6 videos, and if you order 4 or more, right, it's 100 per video.
But it has to be between a month.
Yes, exactly.
And you posted the video yourself on our social network, or do we
Yeah.
post it ourselves?
No, that's part of the service too, which is even an extra service, yeah,
And
so.
the same video will work for all the 6 social networks.
Facebook.
Yeah, you can definitely post it, like for instance, vertical, like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn,
Okay.
YouTube. Yeah, absolutely.
Is this valuable?
Yes.
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 Some of us are still deciding whether you want to
Very
video or not. So, let's give a round of applause. All right, hey, update, Debbie, what's happening? What do we got going on here? Debbie, Tri-Valley, give her a round.
Hello, everyone.
Come on. I miss
It
you.
is really nice seeing all your faces here.
Yeah.
I always tell Amy it's nice to get that roar in the office, especially after a meeting. But for this photography, there is a website that you would click on and complete the form, and it'll kick it off to myself and to Market. And then you need to send the listing agreement to my office, and then we'll start the process of doing your net sheet, opening title for you, and getting that all taken care of. The Market people will contact you to set up your appointment for your photography. Okay? If you have any questions, you can give me a call, you can email me. This is the website here. And it's a Google, I believe, a Google website, and it shoots off to whoever needs to go to. And then the next one. Okay. Tri-Valley, you can put it there. Tri-Valley is doing a raffle for this from July through the end of August at the last team meeting. Is that on the 24th? Aren't you guys in Vegas?
Well,
Good question. Well,
it's, yeah,
Okay.
go for
it'll
it.
be the 24th, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're raffling off ice maker. It's awesome because we bought one for our house and we really like it. My husband likes it, of course, because he likes to have a little ice. It's $1 a ticket. Proceeds go to the KW Vision Heart Fund. So it's a bucket ticket. You can ask Mo for a ticket, put your dollar in the bucket, and then the end of the month, somebody will be chilling with that.
let's see what we get there.
Does everybody know what the KW Vision Heart Fund is? So we can have Amy explain.
Hey, you're on the spot.
And just so you know, as of Thursday, August 25th, I'll be having a class, especially for the new agents that don't know where to start, questions that you may have and how do we handle it. I've been in the business, well, from title to escrow, about 28 years. 5 years almost here at KW. Prior to all this, I worked escrow for title companies and one independent office. So this was a big change for me, but it's more like a family for me than title company and all these hundreds of people and all that. So anytime you have any questions, even if I'm not doing the escrow and you have a question about a document that you get from another escrow company and you're not sure, come in and ask me. I can help you. And if we always have those people that we go to, like you have a person to go to if you're not sure, we always have people to go to ask the question because lots of us don't come across certain things very often. But my door is always open. Get your raffle tickets so we can raise some money for KW Vision Heart. Okay.
You want to share about the Heart Fund, and we can go to. You'll come back up for training.
Yeah.
So the Heart Fund is our local KW Cares Fund. So when we apply for a grant for KW Cares for one of our associates, we have to contribute 20% of the total requested amount from our market center. So we're trying to build that fund up so that we can help people immediately rather than trying to do a fundraiser at the last minute and make it happen. So we want to build up a nice fund there so that we can easily help people and quickly get them a grant through KW Cares. That's the purpose of it. We're pushing it to with different game nights and fundraisers and raffles and things like that, just to make it fun and make it easy. And you can also contribute through your closings. And if you'd like to do that, you can talk to Carbon Right and make that happen.
Sweet, sweet, let's give me around. Do you have a market update for us? Did you want to do that real quick?
Oh, sure, spot on, just around the
Oh,
spot.
I thought that was because I saw a slide folder for that.
Yeah, all right, sure, cool. Well, yes. So give me some questions that you're getting from your clients right now. Like, what types of questions are you getting from them?
Is it a good time to buy? The
Great.
market's crashing.
Great. Actually, you had a conversation with one of my clients actually earlier today, and he said the same thing. He said, "Oh no, I was talking to my cousins, brothers, uncles, nieces, aunt. You know those people, right? Yes, right. And they were telling us they should hold off because the market's going to crash." Now, being a professional, like I am, and all of you guys are, right? We get updates from different economists and so forth. So, how many of you guys are subscribed to Stephen Thomas Reports on Housing? Okay, perfect.
He's been here a few times.
Yes, yeah, he's amazing. I've been subscribed to him for about 5 years. He has about 1 million kids. So, yeah, so he sends out a report depending on the county you subscribe to twice a month. So the most recent report he sent out was last night, and he was talking about that you guys may be experiencing homes staying on the market a little longer, but it's not an indication that home values are going to go down. In fact, if a home is upgraded, it's in a great location, it's still flying off the market quickly with multiple offers. So the conversations you need to have with your clients, you need them to understand that if you qualify to buy a home right now, you need to buy a home right now. Because home values are going to continue to go up, interest rates are going to go up, and home affordability is going to go up. So you may have a client right now that can afford a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath house, but if home prices go up, all of a sudden that 4 goes down to a 3. Or maybe qualify for a 3, values go up, all of a sudden they go down to a 2, right? So the conversations you need to have with your clients right now is that if you qualify to buy a home, don't wait, buy one now, right? So make sure you're telling your clients that. And for sellers out there, like a lot of you guys, working with sellers, right? Same thing. Home values are up now. Don't have them hesitate. Right now is a very great opportunity for them to get the most amount of money for their house. So you need to have conversations where your clients create that sense of urgency. Because if home values go down and it was you that didn't tell them that, who are they gonna be mad at? Right? Hey, John, why didn't you tell me that my home value was gonna go down? Now I can't sell it for this, right? So the conversations you have with your clients now, you need to create that sense of urgency. Buyers need to buy now. Sellers need to sell now. You need to be telling your people this on a regular basis. Like Brian was talking about doing a market update once a month. You need to be giving up a weekly update with your clients once a week.
Yeah, the
You
monthly.
gotta create that sense of urgency.
So monthly is a minimum.
Yes, monthly is a minimum. Absolutely. So I'm gonna post a video later today on the KW Vision exclusive page, and it'll kind of have some dialogue which you guys can actually use with your clients. So you can share what I'm saying with your database, because it'll definitely create some action. It'll definitely create that sense of urgency. So again, your clients are ready to buy now. Your clients are ready to sell now. Because none of us have a crystal ball. You understand? All right, perfect. So you guys are gonna call your database, you're gonna call your people and get them out there, right?
Yeah.
Geez, it's quite a quiet room. That's what's going on. I want to hear some excitement. Who wants to open up an escrow this week?
Good.
Here's that sense of urgency, guys. Call your buyers, call your sellers. When is the right time to sell? Now. When is the right time to buy? Now. Keep that in your head. Thank you.
All right, let's give him a round of applause. All right, so quick update. Now, as you're doing this, you're finding that there's people who want to jump into real estate personally. And so Keller Williams, we've created an opportunity called K-Score to offer no cost real estate school. That's a big deal. So just remind you of that. And the way that we access that is refer to Amy, right? And Amy's going to help them get set up. They take a just 2-session class or course, which is like 30 minutes to an hour. And from there, then we'll give them access to real estate school and they can get their license within 4 to 5 months. So is this a big deal or what?
Big
Y'all agree with
deal.
that? By the way, for those people who are in your database that want to get into real estate, would it make sense for them to come to you on how to do that? Or would you like them to be maybe your competitor later on?
Come to you.
Yeah, come to you so you can help them get up and running. And maybe you can have the opportunity to partner with them on opportunities that you all come across. Does that make sense? Why not get them in your house? All right, so what do we have out there? You have a listing, you got a buyer. What are you looking at? Haves and wants. This is where you pitch your business. Haves and wants.
Have a listing in Chino as a new home built in 2018. Then no mail leaves. It's safe tax, so that's really awesome. You know, the surrounding area. And also used to be a model home. Tons of upgrade. Nice neighborhood, you know, Stater Brother next to it, very convenient. No, that's the thing with the new home, you know, no backyard, yeah, very small. They do have a backyard, but it's very small.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh, and the HOA is very reasonable. It's 165 per month, and it has a community pool, spa, and barbecue area. And they do maintain the outside very nicely. So yeah,
What's
if
the
you have
price?
buyer, yeah,
price.
770 asking price.
Is it on the market now?
It is on market now. It's been on market like about 9 days, I believe.
All right. Okay. Good deal.
Open house this Sunday from 12 to 3. So if you have buyer, you know, welcome to Binghamton 5
Awesome.
or call me for showing.
Yeah. Awesome. Let's give a round of applause for that. Well, yes, please.
We just got listing around Ultra Hills. It's kind of luxury home, just four bedroom, four and a half bath with a California room, very huge, brand new, just like model home, more than model home. And sellers spend about more than 200,000 for the upgrades. No pool, but they got community pool. So I think I'm gonna put on the market maybe next week. Just arrange today, prepare for that now.
How much?
I may list the 2,215,000. It's lower, I list lower than the neighborhood market, just attract more buyers. The neighbor, I think just sold 2,148, but with less square feet than this. So, and the other one, just similar model, but they list the 230. So I list a little bit lower. Welcome any buyers or, you know, to come to this very beautiful house.
Good job. Good job. Give him a round of applause.
I have the deal of a century for
Come on.
your buyers. So this is my listing. It's been on the market over 50 days. My seller is super workable. He has a vision of moving to Florida. So this house, we're gonna do a price reduction this evening. We're gonna be at $778,500, under 800 for a single family home in Eastvale.
Oh, wow.
4 bedroom. You have 4 bedroom, 2 full baths upstairs and a little half bath downstairs. Nice sized yard. It can accommodate some RV parking if you remove a little tiny planter that he's already put in. But the fact that you can have RV parking, that the backyard's a nice rectangular shape, you can accommodate a pool if you want to. He is the original owner. So you don't have a bunch of repairs from every single handyman that's ever lived there, which is also nice. It's not highly upgraded or anything like that, but it's a really nice price point for your entry level buyers. So I'll leave a little stack of flyers out on the front desk. and bring me an
Sold.
offer. The lot size is around 65, 6,600, so it's not like huge, but for Eastville, considering the new builds are all like 35 more thousand, it's still a nice sized yard. And then I also have, you know, he's just really open to like being easy. So if you need someone who needs in there fast, or you want someone who wants a little longer, we can make it happen.
Agreeable.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Good job. What else?
Well, I have
Have
one in Big Bear too, in case anybody has a vacation buyer or someone who wants to move to the mountains. That one's actually $397 and it's a 1,000 square foot little cabin nestled in the pines. I mean, the biggest downside is it's across from a gas station. So she needs to lower her price, but I'll let you know when she does.
You?
What's that? No gas station. but
Arco
that's
View.
it.
Arco View.
I thought it was
Chevron.
Really close for pizza snacks.
Act now and you can price watch on gas prices right outside your
Oh, get a cold beer and come home to your porch.
Exactly. Get a fill up, get some snacks. All right, what else? Yes.
I got investor opportunity in California City. I got a vacant lot, 15,000 square feet for 15,000.
Where's California City?
Bakersfield Desert, to the right. Bakersfield, and then we go that way.
One more time. Very accurate.
Yeah. Pretty much the best way to describe it. So they bought, the owner bought it. I think he bought it in the 80s when they thought something was going to happen out there, but he's just been holding and wants to get rid of it. So
Is it a paved road to get to it?
there are roads there. I don't think they're paved. They're dirt. They're dirt. There's some dirt roads.
There are roads there. They have utilities in that part.
There's we found an easement for utilities. So there's something. There's potential. It's rustic, you know. It's if you have someone that's looking for a place to build their end of the world compound, you're right. There you go.
How much?
Oh, 15,000.
$15,000 an acre. I was just reading an article the other day about the most affordable places in the country to find acreage, right? And it was, I mean, that's pretty cheap. It wasn't on the list though.
Yeah, well, California. So I guess I had to look into it. So the developer who developed it originally in the 60s went bankrupt because of his marketing campaign, because he was a little fraudulent in how he was trying to keep people out there. So they did do some of the roads. So the roads, they're like marked out, but not all of them are fully paved. Some of them are dirt, but there's a portion that is developed. And then there's a large part of it that isn't developed, but there's roads that were set up. They just haven't never built out there because he went bankrupt, sold it to someone else. And then I think it was a mining company, and then they couldn't do anything with it either. And they sold to someone else. So it's just been there.
People do buy in California City. My family, we did some development there. 3 homes. So, and they were sold, right? So
Yeah.
people do buy up there.
It's just the development's slow out there. It just hasn't, the whole city hasn't been fully developed. There's segments.
You wanna know how much land or feel how much land California has?
Just drive out
So
there.
just take that 14 freeway north.
Yeah.
And just keep going. Right? It's amazing. That's where you'll pass probably Area 51 along the way.
There's an airport out there.
There's a whole Air Force Base, and after it's just the whole. Okay, awesome. Any more wants and needs? Buyers, sellers, anything coming soon? All right, good job, everybody. We'll keep going. All right, congratulations to our royalty cappers, Laura, Steve, Ron, and Casey. Great job. Congratulations. Closing, George Rosso. First listing, Casey, Cynthia, Frank, and Marco. Great job. Congratulations. We already had a compliance tip. Any new updates in the last 30 minutes? Another form? Oh, we got another form, ladies and gentlemen. 37. Another form in the last 2 years. All right, congratulations everybody who got paid over the last 3 weeks. So congratulations. And we keep it going. Update. on policy commissions, checks, Marvin, you wanna share a little quick, or wanna share?
Policy?
Just,
Well, we need your file to be complete in order to pay you, and we need, if we receive the check, we need 48 hours to process it. However, I always release it earlier than 48 if your file is complete. So Marcus is getting faster to get to the file, and if you have everything there, he's quickly going to go there, approve it, send it to me, and then I'll receive the research.
yeah, and it's a process, it's a system, so we ask that you submit those files and make sure that you actually submit them, because you can upload and then forget to submit, so make sure you submit. Now, that's for those of you who are doing your files yourself. Just make sure that you're also communicating with the transaction coordinators as well. What we're finding is that because you personally have access to command and getting your files uploaded, when there's updates, those updates are coming to you and not going directly to your TC. So make sure that if any updates that you get about, hey, we're missing this, or this is missing the signature, or whatever the case is, that you are looking out for your command updates, so that way we don't want to have any reason why your check is held or held up at all. So a part of that is making sure that you're looping in your transaction coordinator on any updates that the compliance is. Our compliance manager is giving back in command. All right, so think up about that. All right, onward. Where are my slides? All right, let's go next. So June, congratulations, $1 million month. Look at these folks, individuals. Congratulations to all of you $1 million month producers. Howard, great job. Jason, who else is in the room?
Your wife.
Marisa. I saw my last name on there. I tell her how great she's doing every day. So. You're doing great.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Air five. The coach comes out. All right, monthly home run. Congratulations to all of those folks. What's our monthly home run, Amy?
One listing, one sale, and one contract written in 1 month.
All right, we want more people on this list. Sandy, great job. Congrats. For June?
June.
I was in between a golf swing.
Yeah, you were a little low.
I was like, I'm not getting anything with this. Top 10 year-to-date in volume. Congratulations, Derek, Sarah, Jason, James, Olivia, Howard, Leticia, Mercedes, Thomas, and Julia. Great job for the top 10 year-to-date. Round of applause. We'll work to get more of you on this list. Great job for June with all these great people. Look at the twos, huh? That's not a bad month for June. Congratulations to all of you. Mauricio, Howard, Mercedes, and everyone else that's not in this room. Round of applause. Good job, Howard. Good job. All right, closed units. Great job for the amount of closed units for the month of June. Round of applause. Mercedes.
Stop it.
Good job. I'm gonna hop over those tables. All right. Teams and groups. Congratulations, everyone. And teams and groups, movement, commercial team, and Armed Service Pros as well. For that was volume, units, movement, great job. Fusion, great job. Record year for you guys. So congratulations. Fusion, there you go.
Yeah.
Good job,
I
guys.
think he's in the Hall of Representative seats.
Gotcha. Year-to-date close volume. Look at all these awesome individual top performers. Give them a round. Great job, everybody. All crushing it. And top performers. Great job. Closed sales units. Year-to-date. You guys are busy. Good job, everybody. We have more. We're gonna get you some updates about how we want to actually increase these numbers as well. So congratulations to these teams and groups. All right, second quarter rankings. So we're looking at Q2, which is what was it? April to June. Yeah, that's the case. All right, congratulations everybody for rankings for Q2. Yeah, it's okay to applause. Obviously, these are gonna be posted on social media, so I'm moving a little quicker. Eunice, congratulations. Howard, my man, great job. What happens?
I just told him, I said, I'm coming for you. I literally just said that.
I'm gonna quit.
Why quit? You're ahead. Keep going. Great job. Great
Just
job.
coming in strong.
I got you.
Yeah, you know what? It's the blue suit. It's the blue suit. I got my blue one. Yeah. Take a note here. Just say it. All right, congratulations. Tina, great job. Great job. You too. Phenomenal job. I'm like going backwards, I'm going frontwards. I'm sorry. This clicker is active. Great job, Team Fusion, first quarter.
No, second.
Oh, second quarter. Sorry, first. Good, awesome. The old school picture there. You gotta go back and represent a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just like, I'm excited. Keep going. Good. Congratulations, everybody. You too. Way to go. Fusion, awesome. Movement, great job. Army service pros, great job. All right, let's talk about numbers. Here, talk a little bit about the numbers. Here's where we are year to date. This is what you all are doing cumulatively, right? And so month over month, year to date is what these stand for. So month over month, think June 2022 compared to June 2021. All right, just a snapshot of that month alone. And then year to date is January through June 2021 versus 2022. Okay. And so closed units 1.8. Now, when things start to get a little weird, funky, maybe a little out of control, is when you can go backwards in closed units and go double digits ahead in closed sales volume. You see what I'm saying there? Let's be careful of that because this is a false positive. The false positive is that we're losing so slowly, it still feels like we're winning. We got to be very careful with that because what this shows, and we start to see that in our numbers slowing down. And yeah, it was a great month of listings taken. I'm also looking at, okay, how are we doing the listings sold and sold volume? Now, what I'll tell you is that for the month of August, we're projecting to be pretty slow, right? It's like somebody hit the brakes after going 80 miles an hour and hit a brick wall. So obviously I look at us here and saying, how are we doing? How are we doing in our lead generation efforts? How are we doing in communicating, being the local expert of choice to our databases and letting them know it's okay to still buy, like Kira was talking about earlier. It's still a great time because guess what? Our rate's gonna be hiked again this year. When is that meeting? There we go. Thank you. I knew it was soon.
That's why we have a price reduction. Come on.
Come on.
We're helping the buyers.
3/4 of a point. 3/4 of a point. So we'll see. We don't know how the market is going to react to that. My point is, if you want to lock in your affordability, lock in your lifestyle, lock in what your cost of housing is today, you want to take action right now because we don't know what interest is going to be tomorrow. We don't know what your mortgage payment is. People buy the payment, don't sell the price. People buy the payment. Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, are you comfortable with this payment and are you okay paying that for 30 years? Oh, by the way, do rates go up and go down? It may be high right now, higher right now, and yet if they drop, could they always refinance and fix in a better payment for themselves? So we want to give options, we want to give transparency, we want to be clear about being the local economists of choice for our people. So I look at this and say, great job, everyone, for the month of June. And I also say, hey, the coach in me comes out and says, what have you done for me lately? Right? What have you done for yourself lately? Because if we just look at, man, June was pretty good. This year's been pretty good. These are what we call rare view numbers. Rare view. Rare view, meaning it happened in the past. Front, listing statement. If we want to know how we're going to do tomorrow, it's listing statement. If we want to know how we're doing in the next 90 days, it's buyer listing statements as well. So what I would challenge you to do is, let's not get hung up on the fact that, and you see a lot of record bets, a lot of us are having really good months, really good year, maybe some of the top, and by the way, we're coming off the top 2 best years in real estate, period. Let's not get comfortable though. And this market shift is giving us a gift, in my opinion, of getting back to the basics. For those of you who are veterans in the room, what does it look like for you to start from scratch or get back to the basics? Jump back to the fundamentals. Veterans, what would you throw out as an idea of if I were to work with based off what I know now and work as if I just got into business, what could I do as a result? Take your knowledge, take your expertise, and say, okay, I have this knowledge, and yet I'm also gonna match that with the hunger that I had when I first got into the business. What would you do right now? Just throw out some ideas. What would you?
Scripts. I think we need to go back to doing scripts. The market has shifted and we have a lot of questions that we need to be able to answer on the spot. No ums, no uhs. Clients are scared, the media is scaring them. We need to be ready for what they bring to us.
Absolutely.
And I'm saying this to myself, I personally need to get back into scripts as well. And so.
Let's not get hit with the deer in the headlights. Somebody says, well, I'm thinking of wait, the market's gonna crash. Okay. Sure. I'll talk to you next year.
And to interject with you, Brian, I just want to go back to what you said the last 2 years. What the last 2 years have done, they've made us look better than what we really are.
For sure.
That's what the last 2 years did. The last 2 years made us look better than what we really are. You know, seeing these agents, oh, I sold this house for, you know, I got 10 offers that day, $50,000 overpriced, all these things. So the market is separating, and what you're going to see players and you're going to see pretenders. Players are professionals. Pretenders are the people that kind of let this 2 years create some type of fake facade of their professionalism. So the question is to you and all of you guys here, are you going to be a player or are you going to be a pretender?
We got something for the players coming up. Marvin.
The last 2 years, the real estate was based on speed.
Yeah.
From now on, it's going to be based on skill.
Yeah.
Correct.
So we need to do our scripts.
Absolutely. Well said. Thank you for that. Any other thoughts? Veterans in the room?
Old.
All right, yeah, you said it, I did.
Taking bold.
Yes, I agree. Absolutely.
Well, go back to leverage the lead, creating lead generation.
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to lead generate every day, no matter what the economy of market. But lead generation, we take it for granted for the database you have, and or no, we gotta go start it again. Lead generate at least one lead a day.
Well, here's the thing. Our lead generation skills have gone soft. Here's why. Because have your phone, could you have gone, let's say this way, could you have gone to the grocery store and stood up on a chair and said, who wants to buy a home? Raise your hand. I'll be in the frozen meat section. Come get a consultation. Right? Because I'm playing around, and yet at the same time, that's just how many people, and you would have asked that to 10 people, 7 people would have said, I'm interested in buying a home, whether it be a buyer or investor. Yeah, what's going on? I'm interested. By the way, what was the media saying during that time? It's a great time, interest rates are low, buyers, this, blah, 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 blah. Appreciation, appreciation, appreciation. Now, turn on CNN, CNBC, whatever you watch, Bloomberg, whatever, Yahoo Finance. And it's housing starts, record low over the last 2 years. Interest rates high. Buyer affordability, record low. How do you sell homes, earn a living in a market like that? It's with skill. It's with skill set. It's with understanding and not panicking, being a local economist of choice. Again, we're going in with you. I'm building up to something here. We're going in with you on how to help you differentiate yourself against the competition. All right, Chino Hills had some really good numbers here. So congratulations, we grew well. We're number 3 in the region out of 24 offices. And our profit was number 8 and out of 24 offices as well. So give you all a round of applause. On that check over there, and you see that we profit shared about $10,000 or 9,000 something last year or last month. So meaning a combination of you earned a percentage of $10,000 last month. So when you grow, you help other people within our company grow, you have an opportunity to earn profit share as well, okay? And it's still thoughtful fundamentals. So you saw these numbers here. And by the way, you see why we're strategically putting this in front of you, because you all have access to put some of these numbers out to the marketplace for yourself. Right, so you see these numbers here. This is where your numbers, so we just put my face on it. And yet we want to celebrate Mike Santos, who wasn't able to be here today, and yet when looking at his numbers year over year, he's increased his listing taken volume by 100%, listings sold by 100%, and closed sales volume by 200%, and closed units up by 100%. So when you see Mike, you see him around, congratulate him, give him and yourselves a round of applause. All right. So quick updates. Amy, do you want to share real quick about any
Sure. Yeah, so we're doing command workshops. Been doing those every day this month, pretty much. We're gonna continue that because, I'll just tell you, I wasn't like super proficient, well, so on, but I still have a lot to learn, but, I thought, what better way to learn than to just dive in and figure it out. So that was my goal, is to dive in and figure it out for you, and I'm learning some really cool things. I would just encourage you to go to those workshops, trying to get people face to face, build relationships, and learn together. We've got CRMLS classes on Mondays at 9 a.m. in here. Once we get attendance up, we'll have someone from CRMLS come over. Just not getting a lot of attendance. So if you're needing help with CRMLS, come in and learn how to do this. Coaching sessions at, I think we're still doing those right at 10 a.m.
Yep.
Yep, 10 a.m. on Mondays, and then we're doing Wednesdays 5:30 p.m.
Yep.
Yep. So be sure to catch that. You guys have access to some talented coaches, so I just jump in there and learn. And happy night, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 4. That's on Zoom. Contracts with Kelly Wednesdays at 9 on Zoom. Both of these things are in the Agent Resource Center, like the contracts and the Ignite. If you need links to recordings, they're in there. So if you're working full time, whatever, you want to catch it later and refresh, whatever, they're in the Agent Resource Center. Got luxury segment meeting coming up tomorrow with Mercedes at 11.
Mercedes, you want to share anything about that?
Yeah.
Do I need to come up? I can speak for him. We will be going over the luxury market. I am part of Luxury International with KW, so I want to share some insight with you guys there and how we can grow our office in this division and be the choice for luxury. Chino Hills, we have the price points, and I think we need to really grow. I want to hear from you all. I mean, you're selling at that price point. The goal is how can we build from that and continue to grow, not just ourselves, but the entire office to be seen as the luxury hub for Chino Hills. Love it. Hope to see you.
And then stay tuned for more segment meetings coming up. We've got luxury, commercial, wealth building, and leverage. That will be coming up in August. And then we have open house Texas with Ruben Bravo tomorrow at 3. That'll be a good one. There are lots of things you can use within Command to help you do open houses. For example, you can, I'm sorry, I'm going off.
Oh, you're good, please.
Okay, so, but if you, in Command, if you set up a list, a landing page for your open house, you can have people register like on an iPad, and they actually go directly into your contact. So I thought that was kind of a cool tool. So you can learn more about that with Ruben.
Awesome. We'll put you in the hot seat.
Oh. Fair warning, Brian and I did not discuss any of this stuff, so I'm just as surprised as all of you. So.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah, so you know, we're rolling out a big announcement here on a guarantee that we're putting together for you and our office, because we know that the market shift is occurring, right? The market shift is here. And, you know, we may have more gaps within our business than we would like, right? You know, you only know that you're gonna get a certain amount of your income from your sphere of influence, from your database, and sometimes that runs dry, right? Sometimes we have a gap. And so with that, what we've learned is, and I think there's an opportunity for multiple of us to jump in on this, is have the opportunity to get a consistent closing, consistent commissions by partnering with the office around lead generation. Not just lead generation, around coaching, and we'll talk to you a little bit more about that. And so I hear a lot of other things, you know, popping up and other shiny objects. The number one most detriment thing to your business is distraction. Because again, how many of you right now got paid to show up today? Exactly. So when you get, and I know it, you're getting calls, you're getting texts, you're getting emails, you're getting, you know, bombarded with offers left and right about move here, go there, come join us, and all of that is a distraction. Last time I checked, Keller Williams is still number one. In market share, Keller Williams is still number one. In customer service, Keller Williams is still number one. In a variety of areas. My question to you is, how much of that have you mastered yourself? And so oftentimes when we don't look at what we, how we're doing and checking ourselves on, am I utilizing everything I personally have within where I'm at currently? We take the easy way out by looking at the distractions and really start to look at, well, it can't be me. It's got to be them. So I'm going to go there. Or I'm going to go listen to this. And all of a sudden, guess what? What are you not doing in that manner? What are you not doing? You're not building your business because we're in a state of paralysis. So I want to share something with you. And out of curiosity, I just want to go around the room. Why did you get into real estate? Anyone? Why did you get into real estate?
To make money.
100%.
Big time.
Tell me more about that.
Well, in my case, I came to Keller Williams in 2008. I was doing changing my jobs from, I dropped my business travel agencies, I closed my travel agencies, and I did three part-time myself. So I heard on the last part-time, having to be next to Keller Williams and Domino's Pizza, this guy said, hey, why don't you become a real estate agent? Look at me check. I saw 10,000.
Just like a and look at my check.
So I studied, I became an agent. And that was the main reason. It happened that in 2008 is when the market crashed and it was bunch of short sales. Well, guess what? That was bunch of opportunity.
Yeah.
And that's what I took it. And I started doing better. I started doing better at finance. So that was the main reason to answer the question, to make money.
Make money, be able to provide a certain, more for yourself, your family, etc.
All comes along, correct.
And it comes from you being able to sell property and help people make great decisions. What else? Why? Yes, please.
I'm gonna share. I come to the industry because I had a very bad agent. Yes. I came to California 2017. I know nothing about real estate. I don't know how to buy the house. I know nothing. I got some money, but I don't know how. I don't know which cities were. Literally nothing. And the agent from one of my family's friend, I referred to us. And actually, I picked the house, the new home, just down that street. And the agent just show up for 10 minutes, sign her name, and gone, literally gone. And the whole process, I manage myself. I read all the contracts. I help find a lender, provided from the builder, Bank of America, which is very bad. And then everything, the whole 6 months, I was just, torturing. I know nothing about it, and the loan seems not very good, doesn't went smoothly. But I closed it, not because the agent helped anything, just because I just solved all the problems. Even the key delivery day, the agent's not there. She just literally showed 10 minutes and gone and got a 3% commission, you know, and didn't say, didn't say even thank you or something. Yeah, she just literally gone.
Wow.
Anyway, so I think it's very unprofessional. It's not acceptable for me as a client. So I decided to be a good agent, great agent, to help people to walk through the journey from the first day, like to buy or sell the house. Yeah, just be nice, be knowledgeable, be experienced, you know, guide them the whole way until they sell or buy the house. And I did that.
It's professional,
It's professional.
right? So you came in because you wanted to help elevate the industry.
Yes,
Right.
I think the industry is not, for me, I don't think, yeah, to be very frank, because some of the agent I've been working with, like listing agent, buyer agent, I think, I don't know what you guys thought, I think at least 70% is not professional.
Oh.
They don't pick up a phone call, you know, they don't, you know, they don't fight for their clients, you know.
Yeah.
So I think I'm here to just make my own effort to change this,
Yeah.
to be a little bit better.
One agent at a time.
Yeah.
And that, because we have values, we have standards, we have beliefs that it's about the customer, it's not about the paycheck. And there's been a lot of emphasis, especially over the last few years, focusing just on the paychecks. And that's not what being a real estate agent or practitioner is all about. It's about making sure that we're the guardians of homeownership. The reason why I jumped back into leadership, I mean, we've been working on this for 2 years. This process, this program, for 2 years. The reason I jumped back in is because there's communities that don't have the ability to learn how to buy a home. There's communities that are left out of the homeownership dream, if you will. And that's what I'm here to help change, much like yourself. Thank you for that. Anything else? Why are you in business?
Wealth building.
Yep.
I think a real estate is the best tool, better than stock. Yeah, I lost the money on stock.
So more consistent, more stable,
It is.
reliable.
Right. Yeah, I've seen my investors actually, they just put down several money on several houses, sit back and enjoy life.
Oh, sit back and enjoy life. Isn't that there's something so simple about that? By being able to accrue a certain amount of property and then put a renter in it and then reap the benefits.
Yeah.
Now there's some things in between that you got to manage. Sandy's like, yeah, right? And yet you can also leverage that personally if you choose. And yet there's nothing more rewarding than being able to say that my lifestyle is fixed in because I own my home. Nobody's going to take this away from me. By the way, over the last 10 years, rents have gone up by a minimum of 60%. Actually, no, I'm thinking 5 years. It was 60% over the last 5 years, right? Is that nuts? And yet that's reality for most people. 50%, 57% of the people in California don't own property.
Yeah, I just leased a home in Rancho Cucamonga. Before it's only listed for 2,100. Yeah, and 6 years later, the tenant gone, and then the new tenant came in. And asking for 3,200 for the rent. However, the landlord is saying, no, don't ask that much. That's not worth that much. You know, she's thinking only 2,800. I said, no, the market changed.
Yeah.
People just listed for 3,400.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, we are 32. We're at the lower end. So eventually she listed for 32. Yeah. So.
And when inflation happens, what else gets more expensive? Cost of living, housing. That's one of the best ways to fix in your wealth building journey is by owning your home, owning your property, owning real estate overall. So my point is, notice how here, none of the people said anything about stock options or revenue share. I know that you're getting contacted out there. People are reaching out to you. If they're reaching out to you, who are they not reaching out to? Their clients, their database. So all of a sudden people want to leave here and say, hey, I want to go recruit for a living. They've never been recruiters. don't know what recruiting is. And now people are reaching out saying, hey, people who have been good producers here, now they're taking their foot off the pedal to focus on recruiting. Nobody here said, I want to build add a lot of agents to my downline that I want to be responsible for. Master your business first. The MREA, the shift. You will grow organically as a result. I could promise you that. And we will help you do that. We've got tools to help you do that. Real estate school, training, coaching, all the things that we have here and more. And it's only getting better.
And interject with what Brian was saying, the fact of, as agents, had agents leave and they're on the rev share train or recruiting train. The thing is, if you guys have a desire of building like your downline or profit share like that, you refer those agents to us. I mean, we're the ones that are trained to recruit. We're the ones that are trained to bring value. You know what I mean? So I don't want you guys to think that you have to do that. Because as Brian was saying, focus on your business. You got in the real estate business to, like when you said, make money or build wealth, or provide great service to people. The service you didn't receive, right? So stick to the reason why you got into real estate. Because I guarantee you, if you stick to the reason why you got into real estate, you will be successful and you will continue to be successful.
And as a result of that, our intention is to meet you where you are, where you want to be, and make it more simple for you to produce and close property, close transactions, and then put that revenue back into your pocket and go invest and buy real estate and be wealthy that way. Does that make sense? I'm being very direct here. And for us, it's extremely important and also a bit fascinating that here's the thing, and I'll share this, and people leave companies, real estate brokerages all the time. What would you think would be the percentage of people who on average leave any brokerage across any brand? What would be the percentage of people you would think that would leave every year? Every year. 30%. The attrition rate across the brokerage industry is that people are retiring, moving, passing away, or going to different brokerages. 30% is the average attrition rate for a brokerage. So that means we wake up, we've got about a couple hundred agents in our brokerage. We wake up and every single year we've got to replace 60 people, minimum. So the challenge of, and the scary thing about you deciding, or anyone deciding to be a full-time recruiter who hasn't set up their business in an automated fashion that's running and bringing in production, is that you always constantly have to replace the people that you're bringing in. And this is industry standard over the last decades, 30%. So you can spend your effort recruiting 10 people, 3 are gonna leave within the next year. And then another 3 after that. And now that's if you actually have semi-good systems. If your systems aren't great, you can lose 50, 60, 70% of your people. So why would we spend effort and time and focus on recruiting folks when we haven't mastered our ability to get paid yet? It doesn't make sound business sense. So my point is, don't be distracted. Figure out and learn and look into yourself personally. Like, have I used everything in my personal nature at my fingertips right now? Have I shown up to the courses? And even if you came in here and said, you know what, your classes suck, which they don't. Yet if you said that, then give us feedback. How can we make it better? What would you want to be a part of, or what would you want to see to be in the room and that would cause you to want to show up? That's the challenge. So I'm going to challenge you with this. Now you're like, who the heck is Brian? Now I don't brag about this. You've never heard about this. I've never done any of this before. My wife tells me, Kier tells me I should do this more. And yet, NAR, right? National Association 30 under 30, that was a few years ago. Go into the article about me and how I'm helping agents and what we did in our last brokerage. And yet I'm the most quietest guy out. Well, you don't see that now. However, typically it's about you. And yet I allow my work to speak for itself. And I've always been that way. My work is the loudest thing about it. And my intention and the reason why I'm here is because I know I have something to offer. We have something to offer as a team, and we're working to bring that to you in an effective way. And here's what I mean. So we've got certain programs here. So here's one thing that we've done. So when I joined the brokerage I was with Keller Williams prior, 2015, we did 76 million in closed sales volume. Those agents closed 138 deals and earned 1.7 million in gross commission income. When I left, we closed 250 million in closed production, 402 units, and made $5.7 million in gross commission income. Here's what I did when I coached agents one-on-one. Year to date, well, that year, so it was this year, so it was 2020, those agents closed 238 transactions. The following year, they closed 346. These were the listings, their closed units. Oh, I'm sorry, this was their closings. This was the listings, and then these were their open escrows, and this was their GCI. So you can see here, a group of agents made another $900,000. It wasn't 50, it wasn't 100. Let's say, what if I told you only 20 agents made an additional $890,000 in 1 year of us focusing on their business one-on-one? Didn't do anything really different, other than bringing focus to the equation. You want to take more listings? It's about focus. You want to close more transactions? It's about focus. It's about what you're willing to say no to versus what you're willing to say yes to. So that meeting that you take that doesn't turn into $1, that costs you money. That additional call, or that even in some cases, that person that says, hey, can I have some of your time, 30, 1 minute, 1 hour, whatever. And that's not a client, that's not somebody that's going to lead to a referral. You just spent your cost of living with that person for that hour. Look at how much it costs you to operate your life on a monthly basis. And look at how much time that you may have invested in something that didn't pan out. You could just say, every single day it cost me, you fill in the blank, $1,000 to live. If I spend out of my 10-hour workday, I just spent $250 or whatever, or $100 with a person that didn't bring any value to my day. So we're talking about focus here. So here's what we're doing as a result. So what we've done here is we put together a program, like I mentioned, we've been working on this for the last 2 years. And these are our team members who are in position to help our process and help you be more productive at the end of the day. And so I'm the head coach around that. We've got transaction coordination that's included. We've got conversion support. Danny, say hello. It's Danny, right? So operations support. We got database management, growth support. I mean, so overall, we've got people working to help you grow your business. All right. So here's a result of a snapshot of our program. By the way, we had 92 leads alerts. Out of those 92 lead alerts, again, we're giving leads, so we're talking about this. Out of 92 lead alerts, our people only got or clicked on 49%, or 49 of them. So 92 opportunities came up, and this is why we're looking for the best. Because out of the 92, only 49 of those were clicked on based on our systems and tracking on the back end. And as a result, 13 people got an opportunity. Out of those 13 opportunities, we had 5 closings. Now, this was a month of, what was the first? June, all right, the month of June. I'm living moments. Okay, now, we're gonna get that number up. Our intention though is to get the committed, the hungry, the willing, and the folks who want to work. And if you've been in the program in the past, it's a complete reset because we're creating opportunities for folks who are now, this has been like our beta testing program. So here's what our program offers. Obviously, we've got group coaching, we got one-on-one, right? And the calendar right now is showing up as about 2 to 3 times per week. All right, so we got a few times per week is our coaching program. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask and or expect for folks to show up. All right, we want you to be here. We want you to be in person because that's how you're gonna win the highest level possible. So we've got that. We've got mentorship. So for brand new agents who want to know about, okay, how do I get a close a transaction, et cetera, we're gonna partner with somebody that has been here, that's closed, et cetera, right? So that's what we've got. We've got leads, obviously, and we're gonna talk more about that. We've got a toolkit of various scripts, dialogues, systems, you name it, it's in there. Goal setting, tracking, all the above. We talk about performance tracking. You measure what you care about. Is that right? You want to lose weight, you measure that. You want to do more production, you measure the metrics around that. So we're going to help you track that and give you monthly updates about what's going on with that. Database management, we got database support to help you manage the database that we're using and that you are using to stay top of mind with the clients that you're working with, that we help you tee up for. Transaction coordination is included in this. So you do a transaction through the system, you don't pay for transaction coordination, the process covers it. Right? So then now you're not having to pay for that. Okay. 100-day checklist, right? So then if you're a brand new agent or even if you're an experienced agent, what do you need to do in the next 100 days for you to shop your business, shop your system, shop yourself so that way you can grow into the producer that you want to be, right? So it's a guide. Again, distractions. There's so many things going on all the time. This provides focus. We can give you focus, the things that you're going to be working on as well. We talked about social media. We've got our influencer program that we brought here for you to utilize it. We'll give you those opportunities, those scripts, etc., so video, social media support. We got social media questions that you can ask. So for those of you who don't know how to optimize video or how to set up a business page, we've got an hourly schedule that you can utilize and jump in there as well. So here's how it looks. We're looking to partner with a few lead agents, right, experienced people who want to be a part of this program. And the caveat is you are going to partner with our newer agents, right? And so our agents who want to shadow a producer. Now, the thing is about shadowing is you don't always, you're not always in a position to allow somebody to shadow you. Now, what we've done is we've set a program up that would allow you to partner with a brand new agent who's going to help you show property. Right, so they're going to get into the mix. They're going to partner with you. So here's what it might look like. So Kiera and I, and by the way, Kiera, why don't you jump in? I'm moving back to time, and yet jump in whenever. And yet not right now because I'm explaining. So we have the process is we have a lead agent program that are showing partners in a partner with us. So each lead agent is going to have about 2 showing partners. And so imagine you get a live transfer from a lead, you get an opportunity. And now instead of you personally showing it, you're going to have your showing partner show it with you, right, for you. And they're going to go out. Now, these are new agents who are going to get experience and learn, they're going to grow. They're going to copy them on the communications. This is our way of making sure that our new people have the ability to grow into the producers that they want to be, right? So, so we gave you a lead, we partner with the new agent, we make sure that agent's paid, make sure that you're paid, and everybody's happy. Right, we're going to do this over and over and over again. Yes, sir.
So what I love about this is that you get real world learning right there. And the great thing about it is, as Brian was saying, it's a win-win. The lead agent gets a lead, a client that they never had before, number 1. Number 2, a new agent that has no experience gets to get that experience from an agent that's doing it so well. You know what I mean? Because I know as a new agent, it's hard, right? I mean, you start, you're going to a bunch of classes, you know, and you're like, I'm so anxious to go out there and show a property. I'm so anxious to go out there and go on a listing appointment. Well, this program allows you to get all that stuff early on. So, I mean, if I was a brand new agent, I'd be like super excited about this. So.
Well, that, and on top of that, the lead agent also gets leverage. Because now, if you don't have to show as many homes, you can focus on doing what? Go out there and find another deal, find another opportunity. And now you're partnering with several showing people's partners that are going to help you keep your clients at bay, seeing property, communications, sending out listings, opportunities, and now you get to partner and everybody wins, like Kiera said. So here's what we're looking for, right? We want folks that are willing to mentor, look at folks or work with folks that look folks who are willing to do a needs analysis, who understand the business model, understand the business overall, and are willing to share, understand, and help see the showing partners and our clients through the transaction, right? So that's the main of it. The big thing is, and we'll ask you, the commitment is showing up, right? You're going to be open to coaching. You're going to be open to one-on-one support, dialogue, tracking, be open to being engaged, right? If we give you a lead, we want to know how it's going. We want to know how the communication is. We want to know what we can do better, how we can make that effort more simple, better, I mean, all of the above, because we need to know how it's doing and how we can refine and make sure this thing is as successful as it needs to be in the world, right? So our showing partners, again, brand new, they're coming in, or not even just necessarily brand new, they've been in the business and yet maybe want to they don't want to do everything, they just want to be a part of a bigger team and service people and show property, see property, and that's fine too. So it's open to everybody in that role. And again, so you're going to be the lead coordinator around showing properties, scheduling showing, setting up listing alerts, providing feedback, being at the home inspection, right? Those are the things that are going to happen as a result of this program and what the showing partners willing to do. Again, it's about commitment, showing up, being willing to attend our sessions, etc. So here's what that route looks like. So a new agent comes in, or you're maybe an experienced agent, and so you move based off of getting certain things done in the checklist, right? The 100-day checklist, and then you get the opportunity to hit tier 1, where you're a showing partner. After you hit a certain amount of closing as a showing partner, then now you get to be your own individual agent, right? You're working the leads yourself, you're working it, you're bringing value, and you're closing deals. And once you do that, you get to open, we have 2 other lead sources, 3 total that you can utilize for your benefit to close additional property. So our goal for you is that you don't really ever have to sweat about where your next deal is coming from. Let me say that again. Our goal is that you never really have to sweat on where your next deal is coming from. Is that a big deal or not? Okay, there's no upfront cost. If you're like, hey, what's it gonna cost me? Just your focus. Okay? And then from there, as an individual agent, you can move up to a lead agent where you get to partner with showing partners, et cetera, right? And then from there, we have the cadre level agent where we'll actually say, you know what? Somebody who's killing it, they're converting at a high level, then they get to have the opportunity to get, instead of 2, maybe they want 5, maybe they want 10. As many as they can handle. And I want to see how many people, a lead agent or cadre agent can work with in terms of showing partner and how many deals they can close in a month. That's my personal, I want to see who wants to be that and what can we do to get there. I want to get somebody extremely busy, get so many closings, and make so much stinking cash that they have no worries that their business can't handle or take on, right? Personal things like happens. And yet, why couldn't we or any of you be a part of this process? Oh, by the way, you're like, okay, what's next after that? Well, you kill it as an agent, you're closing transactions. Why couldn't you show someone else how to do it in marketing and leadership? OP, TL, MCA, productivity coaching. Could you or want to invest in a market center yourself? Get some passive income, right? Why not? Let's look at that. Or maybe you want to joint venture with the office and other business opportunities that I'll bring up here in a little bit, and you want to be a part of that investment team. Sure, why not? How about if you want to be a max coach? Do what I've done. There's a door for that too. Or you want to expand and grow and have as many agents in different areas as you want. There's a playbook for that as well. Anybody's mind or gears spinning right now? Kiara, what do you think?
Mine's explode. I mean, it's just so many different opportunities. And that's one of the things I love about Keller Williams. It's not just one direction to be successful. You know what I mean? There's so many ways that you can actually grow your passion. As you stated, I mean, start as a new agent, maybe later on you get to leadership. That's where I started, right? Now I'm in leadership and I love it. So I was able to follow a track to where I wanted to go, where I wanted to focus my passion. And that's one of the great things about Keller Williams. A lot of companies out there don't offer that. It's either you're an agent or you grow your own team. Here, you can be an agent. If you want to get into leadership, there's tracks to take you there. And how this is, how it's mapped up, there, thank you. How it's mapped up, you know, you can take it at different levels. And also when you become the cadre lead agent, you're still getting leads at that level.
You're still closing.
You know what I mean? You're still getting leads at that level. And obviously, you guys know, so you guys experienced agents, As you start to close deals, those people go on your database, and you're feeding those people, and you're providing value to those people, and those people will start referring you, and they'll start doing multiple transactions, even though you're still gaining brand new clients. So what could your business look like in a year, in 3 years, in 5 years, right? So many opportunities here with this opportunity map.
That's why I call it out too. Right? Questions? Let me just share one more thing. So this is our market center. This is our market center world, right? So then what happens when our market center, our office decides to go out and open additional companies? This is that conversation about JV, right, joint venture. What happens when our market center decides, hey, well, let's open up a media company, let's open up a mortgage company, let's start an investment fund. Let's, by the way, you raise your hand if you do your taxes in here. Guys, come on, or not maybe you personally, I say you have your, like you have to pay the IRS, right? Everybody, or they're gonna come find you today, right? They're gonna come find wiretap, come on, right? Wiretap, right? So my point is, what if you personally didn't have to worry about your own personal bookkeeping? You had somebody who can help you do your books. Everybody here, I wanna get to a level where you have to have somebody do your books. Somebody's gonna earn that income. Why not you get a dividend or a share of that because you have stake in that company? What does it look like when there's a couple hundred agents that use the bookkeeping service that you are a part of? I want us to think bigger. And as a result of us thinking bigger, that means, and doing more, that means we've got to be more. And here's the call or the challenge. The challenge is set your expectations higher because we're going to be working to exceed those. And that part of that is us and you being a part of that journey and showing up, bringing your focus. Because we'll be surveying folks for the last 6 months. What classes, what courses, what education you personally want to have and be a part of. And as a result, we're bringing that. That's all right.
Wow. You realize how much effort Brian and the other people are working around here. How much effort they have put in this.
This is
big. Yeah.
So our goal, and by the way, so if you want to get on the calendar to have this conversation, go to the 6-figure, here's guarantee. Our guarantee is almost like the most important part.
Yeah, exactly, it is.
The guarantee is you being a part of this program. If your gross commission income doesn't increase by a minimum of $100,000 in the next 12 months, by you doing everything that we ask you to do, your cap is free for the next year.
Say that one more time for the people in the back.
If you don't make $100,000 in 12 months as a result of this program, your cap is free for the next 12 months. Now, if you don't, you're coming into business and you're brand new, you go to 0 to 100,000. Is that a win? There you go. Gross commission income. So
Real estate is possible.
Is that a very gutsy move?
Yeah.
On our part.
You're putting your money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
I believe it. I showed you the stats. I showed you the numbers.
Irvine in a year.
All right, let's go buy that Irvine on cash in 1 year. Come on now.
That's a good listing.
When you last meet, send me the information.
Sure.
I'll do the private show.
All right, any questions on this? For the second time, just if you want to get started getting the conversation, we're gonna do
Not
it
you.
one-on-one.
Everyone should say.
Everybody, honestly,
I
like,
do.
why wouldn't anyone jump into it?
All right, who
We're
doesn't
gonna
want
put
to
this
make
out,
these figures?
do this, and then let's get to our guarantee, and let's keep you and get you busy. Get you busy and keep you busy. And some of you are already busy, let's get you busier. All right?
Thank you, Brian.
And I want to take away the busy, let's be more productive.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, so we want to welcome up our home warranty specialist.
Oh, yes.
Let's go, a round of applause. Shannon,
Yes.
high-fiving today, we're killing it. So please, tell us.
So I was in here about a month and a half ago, I believe, and I told you guys about Choice Home Warranty. Just a couple quick things, because I know you guys have gotten a lot of information today. What makes us different than every other home warranty company? Number one, our Uber style dispatch system. We don't send it to whoever the first technician is in the line. We send it out to every technician. They have 8 hours to pick up that work order. Most of the time, they pick it up within minutes. An appointment is scheduled immediately. Okay, that appointment, most of the time, is same day, next day, because they're usually picking it up because they're gonna be in the area already. Sometimes it can be a couple days out, but we're not seeing those, 2 week from now, 2 week from next Thursday appointments, things like that. We also ask that the contractor call us before they leave the property to submit their report. We have a very short report taking process, and we can approve them to do work right then and there. So if it's something that can be taken care of immediately, we ask that they do so before leaving the property. So we try to make the process quick. We want all of our claims to be completed within 2 to 3 days from placing the claim. That is our goal. And we do that 60% of the time, which is a pretty good average. Other times it may be because parts are on delay or things like that. Next thing is we always offer a extra month of coverage to the buyer when you provide their email and their phone number. That's all you have to do. They get an extra month for free or $100 off of our multi-year plans, depending on which plan they choose. And lastly, our Choice Ultimate plan is $660. It includes everything you could possibly think of practically. AC, roof, upgrade, washer, dryer, refrigerator, all your other appliances that go in the kitchen, water heater, garage door opener, AC, electrical, plumbing, heat, $660 for single family residents. The month of July, we will take $30 off of that. So $630 if you order in the month of July. It does not have to close in July. So if you have anything that's coming up, just order it. It's not gonna hurt. You don't have to pay for it until, it goes into escrow and escrow sends us a check. If you need to cancel for some reason, you just call me and say, hey, fell out of escrow or didn't go into escrow or whatever, we'll cancel it. But you can lock in that $630 price. So if you have anything coming up, send them my way. I've been in the business 19 years. This company is amazing, and I promise you, I will be there for any questions you guys have. Your clients can call me, and it's great. All right.
Thank you, Shannon. So with that, thank you for your time. I know it went over. Grab a bite to eat, nourish yourselves, and we're here for you. Bye, everybody. Is this helpful? Yeah. All right. Have a great rest of your day.